So welcome to the Limagrain maize trial site at Tuxford in Nottinghamshire. This is one of 7 of our sites across the country where we test maize varieties and screen for new maize varieties suitable for UK conditions. UK varieties available for 2014 cropping are, with the LGAN accreditation, are Activate, Ambition, Glory, Fieldstar, Emblem and Sunlight. Farmers who select any of these varieties will benefit from good yields and improved animal nutrition, meaning more milk and more meat per hectare of maize grown. So what we're looking for in a maize plant when it comes to harvest is a plant that remains green and alive all the way up to harvest as opposed to being dead, and a plant that has a nice well-formed cob on it where the starch is being deposited and can be conserved and used as the energy source for feeding over the winter. 50% of the yield of the plants will actually be in the cob here, so that's 50% of yield and also 50% of the energy, but also 50% of the yield of the plant comes from the leaf and the stover and the other material on the plant. And as breeders we look to improve both the starch levels in the cob, that's the easy thing to do, but also to improve the digestibility within the plant. So here we have Activate, which is one of the first 2 varieties coming through to the marketplace with the LGAN accreditation. Activate is a superb early variety, round about maturity class 12 or FAO 160. It's a short season growing variety, very useful if you want to go a crop of wheat in following it, or a follow-on crop, catch crop afterwards. The benefits of Activate are it stays green all the way up to harvest but not wet. It doesn't die off, it doesn't get too much fusarium. It also has a very high starch content and consequently a very high starch yield. This means that Activate actually has one of the highest ME contents in the whole of NIAB list, which is a real benefit to farmers when they want to look at saving purchasing feeds over the winter by feeding a higher energy dense ration with maize silage in it. Here we have a new variety for 2014 with the LGAN accreditation. It's Glory. Glory is a very exciting variety for us. It's very early, around about maturity class 10, and the benefit of Glory is that it has exceptionally high starch yield, high starch content. If we look at some of the cobs here, beautiful cobs, nice and big, well filled, very mature. And if we look around the inside, we can actually see there's a lot of kernels going all the way around a very small rachis. So it's not surprising that Glory, when it comes onto the list this year, will be the highest starch yielding variety available, and consequently has exceptionally high energy levels, which is going to be really good for farmers who want to feed high starch against grass silage in the maize diet. One of the first varieties to get the LGAN accreditation in the UK is Ambition, back in 2011. Ambition was a really exciting variety for us because it's exceptionally high yielding. It gets the kind of yield you expect from later maturing varieties but from an earlier harvest. This means that farmers can fill the clamp but also fill it with decent material with mature ripe cobs on it. It's the ideal general purpose variety for anybody who wants to improve the nutrition to the cows. 2015 NIAB list, we have a new candidate called Sunlight. We fully expect this to be a first choice variety, but also we expect it to get LGAN accreditation. Sunlight is slightly unusual in that it's only a medium height plant, but it does have a nice green characteristic to it all the way up to harvest. And this really is perhaps a clue to its improved digestibility, and also it also has exceptionally good starch yields. Very big, well-filled cobs, which when you snap them in half, a lot of kernels going around on a very small rachis again. So we're expecting Sunlight to be a very high energy density per kilo variety. The sort of thing that will save on purchasing feed for farmers who are feeding it in the ration. New for 2014 we have Fieldstar. Fieldstar is the exceptionally high yielding variety. In fact, if you look at the NIAB list this year, it's the highest first choice yielding variety available. Higher than all the later varieties you get with a harvest from a maturity class 8-9 type material. Farmers who are looking to fill the clamp with reasonable quality, cell-wall digestibility and high starch levels can look no further than Field Star. Really is economically one of the best varieties to use. Again, new probably for the 2015 NIOB list, we have the new variety Emblem. Emblem is a slightly later maturing variety, but we expect it to get the LGAN accreditation, mainly because of its exceptionally high starch content and high starch yields. It has very big cobs, very well filled, and we expect it to be a real star performer in terms of starch yield with improved cell wall digestibility when it comes to